Hello everybody. Welcome to the channel if you are new, and welcome back if you are already a subscriber. Today is going to be a Hobonichi with me, and it's kind of a weird one. So as you can see, I have this kind of sheet of photos, and I printed these out on sticker paper, and it's matte sticker paper. So you're going to notice that it lays down almost like kind of like a washi flake or a strip. It's really weird because this paper has always been really good to me, but for whatever reason, this particular batch of stickers just, I don't know, like the ink just didn't set really well. So I definitely had a little bit of an issue with some of it coming off, and you'll maybe catch that in a couple places. I think with how far out like the camera is and how you guys kind of see everything from a bigger picture, I don't think it'll be really noticeable, but for me, like flipping through my journal, like looking at a granular level, I can totally see it. But I kind of pulled a bunch of photos from February and just kind of made the sheet, printed it out, and then decided I would just do any of the pages that were pertaining to those stickers. Now, in this particular case, we're also going to find that some pages were already done, like this one. Unfortunately, though, I wrote it on the wrong space. So I ended up writing it in the 2022 section, not the 2023 section. But that's okay. And I think if you look kind of closely, once I move that sticker book eventually, you'll be able to see where I kind of wrote an amended date. That happens more often than I would like, that I end up writing an entry on the wrong day. I just grab a date stamp or a sticker or do something to kind of like notate, like, hey, this is not actually this day, this is a different day. I think I did that, like I mixed up March 10th and February 10th. Yeah, it happens. But as you can see from this lovely photo, I did not take it, but it was me after I got my hair done. It had been a year since I had gotten my hair done. I'm super bad about getting my hair done. I legitimately have a fear of hairdressers. That is a fun story. Basically, my mom was a hairdresser and she cut our hair as kids, and it was never the way that we wanted it. She wouldn't let us do anything fun with it, so I wasn't even allowed to like color it or really cut it or really make any choices on it until I was out of her jurisdiction, which was literally 17. I think the only time I really went on my own was I grew my hair out really long and didn't cut it for a super long time, and I had a whole Janis Joplin vibe going on. Not a bad thing, but that's about the only time my mom ever let me have like any kind of control over it. Other than that, it was just kind of like she'd go behind my back and talk to the hairdresser who was doing my hair and have them do what she wanted. And then I also have some other really horrifying, strange stories that have nothing to do with my mother about hairdressers. So I can officially say that the last two hairdressers I have been awesome. I have and had are awesome. And I wouldn't trade them for anything in the world, and I only see them and they are worth it to me because I have extreme peace of mind when I see them. Whew. So this was a photo after she got done making me blonde again. Obviously, all of my blonde had grown out, and I might as well have been like a full-blown brunette again by that point. This other sticker that I'm laying down is a picture of chicken parm. And as you can see, I did choose to like outline, like I cut an outline of the main thing of the photo. I think that makes sense. I cut out the main thing in the photo and like kicked the background off to the side on these two photos. What I should have done was use my photo room app and clear the background, and that would have helped a lot. But I didn't think that far in advance at the time. Food for thought for future pages. If you do want some suggestions, one, I think this photo paper is great, matte sticker photo paper. I am going to link it down below because I am filming this far enough in advance to actually put a link in there. And then I will also put the link in or some type of information about the photo room app. It is so super handy when you want to delete a background out. I think I talked about this in another video where I explained that's how I did a lot of my Disney bounding, by using the photo room app and layering over photos that I already had, and obviously the photos that I took of the bounds in advance. So I do want to talk about this chicken parm really quick before we move on to this photo, which is, it happened, I didn't realize that I actually screenshotted this from Instagram on the same, or at the same time of me doing Ostara planning, but I loved it. It said it's not a cult, it's called team building, or it's team building, and it's this weird, like, I don't even know, witchy looking creature, and that's where you can really see. So that whole background was supposed to be black, and for whatever reason the printer just did not want to like put all the ink on there, and that was really bizarre. And it's happened a couple times recently, and I think it's the printer, not necessarily, because we did get a new printer from whenever I was last doing this, but yeah, it's been a while. Like the photo above English, the photo on this page that's above that is the same sticker paper, same quality, same everything, but just it came out better. I don't understand. Going back to the chicken parm really quick. That is my favorite chicken parm. It's made by a place called The Union. And I only get it whenever I get my hair done or I'm on that side of town, which is usually when I'm getting my hair done. Back towards the end of last year in September, I did get to be on that side of town for a Florence and the Machine concert, and I chose to eat my like early dinner there, and it was so bad, guys. It was almost inedible. I thought I was going to get food poisoning. It was bad. And then that had never happened there. And I didn't really it didn't taste that great. And the whole food poisoning thought process didn't happen until like I was almost done. And by that point it was too late to do anything about it. But I did get my redemption that day. So I got to be made beautiful again. And Nikki waved her magic wand and I got chicken parm redemption. And it was wonderful. And the reason that I love that one so much is because, so they do the chicken parm like normal with the marinara sauce and the mozzarella baked on top, but instead of doing it on top of a bed of spaghetti, they do it on top of a bed of like linguine and Alfredo sauce. And it is so stinking good because you get both sauces and it's creamy and you've got that little bite from the tomato sauce. Oh my God, chef's kiss. My favorite. I've ordered it like that from a couple other places that are totally fine with switching the pasta or whatever, but the Union still does it the best in my opinion. So moving on to this spread, and if you look really close, you can see like a white spot on the photo. That's not supposed to be there. It's just where the ink didn't set right again. Because she's definitely an all black cat. I feel like I wanted to embellish this spread a little bit more, but I really didn't know what to say. Like maybe kitty cuddles or kitty strangeness. I don't know what I was going to say, but it was just Banks being silly and doing these weird poses where she like puts her back feet almost, like not even almost, but like all the way up by the top of her head. And she like looks like a little fortune cookie all squished together. And I just love when I do get little pictures of her doing weird things. So that was one of those moments. The next picture that I'm getting ready to stick down is this amazing baked Gruyere and bacon macaroni and cheese that I made. And as you can see on this particular spread and on the kitty spread, I've already filled in the day. So really we're just going back and throwing some photos in. I feel like the fact that I need to fill that whole other page is going to be a really interesting thing to see develop over the next 2 years, considering I'm getting into my Hobonichi more. And I love looking back and seeing those absolutely gorgeous frangipanis. It makes me miss James's virtual courses. He still has them. I just don't have the time for them right now. And I just love looking back at those moments. And again, this is just honestly one of the reasons I highly encourage people to get Hobonichi 5 years. I was having an internal debate about all kinds of planners and things earlier today, and rewatching or doing the voiceover for this is reminding me why I love my Hobonichi 5 year so much. And I feel like it kind of goes hand in hand with Hobonichis themselves can be really time consuming, but when you do a flip through of a section of time, I don't even care how long it is, you almost you may get like 5 pages in and then you're going to be like, oh my God, this is why I do this. So I always recommend some type of memory keeping planner or device, because it's just so lovely to go back and look at things. And I know I talked about it in the Beltane video, but yeah, you're going to see the good, bad, and the ugly. And sometimes that's really hard to process. So you got to kind of be brave, but it's so worth it to see those really happy moments. So the photo that I'm working on now, I have already put in the journal entry for, so we're just popping down a photo. It happened to be the day that I was doing the Disney bound prep for Tiana. So I did my bounding prep super weird because I knew I was going to get my hair done. And so I tried to separate what characters I thought would be more fun to do as a brunette and ones I thought would be really fun to do as a blonde. So in the process of that, then I kind of had to, edit that list and say what is absolute that I get done as a brunette, because, I didn't want time to get away from me and then me miss out. And Tiana, I really wanted to do as a brunette. This is not the photo I ended up using at all for the bound, but I absolutely love that I could have put like a little frog sticker, and I might even, oh my gosh, you know what I should do? I should put like a little emoji, like go back and put an emoji in my hand, one of the little frog emojis, or like the Kermit sipping his tea. I think that would be so freaking cute. And then I just used a Happy Planner sticker book. So when I'm doing Hobonichi, I prefer to do it from home if I can, because then I have all of my stickers at my disposal. I am even kind of famous for prepping a bunch of pages if I know I'm going to be out of town and might want to do it, or at Jeff's and have some downtime, like maybe him and his friends are going to be outside doing something that, I'm not really into, like they might be playing with their guns, very safely, might I add, but they might be doing that, or, doing some kind of something I don't want to be involved in. And especially if I end up being like the only girl at the house, it's kind of nice sometimes to be able to just go inside and do my own thing and let them have guy time. So I really loved doing these like little swatches with my Tombos. I think just playing around with it was fun. It's just another way, in case you don't have watercolors, that you can kind of get that look without having to go out and buy like a whole set of watercolors. I do love that I chose to do this video different than the Beltane to show different styles that I use in my Hobonichi, because I definitely do not stick to any kind of like one formula. This particular photo was a group shot that the boys took at Knoxville Plantation. I think we thought that they were going to be quail hunting, and it ended up, we thought it was going to be pheasant, and it ended up being quail. Either way, Jeff had a wonderful time. It was him and his dad and a couple of folks that they work with and do business with. So what made it really wild was the fact it was on a Monday. So I'm at work, doing the thing, and he is totally having the best guy's day off on a Monday. What a life. He had a wonderful time, and what made it even wilder was that it was near my hometown. So my hometown is about 2 hours south of where I live in the Atlanta area. and they got taken to lunch at the Rookery, which is actually where my parents had their first date. It's fallen downhill, I've heard, since then, or at least since I've left town. It was super good when I left, but I've heard it's kind of gone downhill, which makes me sad. They used to have the best hand-battered fries, and you guys, this cake batter milkshake, oh my God, tasted like straight up cake batter. It was everything and more. But he sent the group shot to me, and so of course I had to try to put it in the Hobonichi. I'm usually really good about trying to include like our family moments, or friends moments, or family friend moments. If a kid has a birthday and I'm not there, I may screenshot something from an Instagram story, and I definitely don't shy away from including all that kind of stuff in there, because it is such a joy to look back on and see these kids grow up, and it is such a joy to be able to send like that parent a picture of their little nugget years ago that just got taken and recorded in one of my journals. It's super cute, and I love being able to show that parent how, we've all been together X amount of years, and I can't believe it's been this long, kind of thing. This is going to be a fun page to do, because you're going to get to watch me fix a horrible hand lettering mistake. I was trying out kind of like an outline lettering style, and I definitely need to practice a little bit more before I go straight to pen, and that was painfully obvious, and you'll see me cover it up with a flag sticker in a little while. I did end up using the same sticker book that I had used back in 2021. There are a lot of days in my Hobonichi 5-year where I definitely went with a theme if that page had one and I liked it and it vibed well with what I wanted to talk about. I definitely tried to make everything cohesive. And I really liked the fact that all of their caps were like that mustard orange color. So I wanted to focus on that. And I knew that there were like the pops of mustard in that 2021 kind of excerpt. So I used that to my advantage, pulled out that sticker book, and I love how those red flowers look on there. So great. So yeah, you just see me journaling with my Uniball Signo DX 0.38. I'm still getting used to the whole phrasing of it because it is a fairly new pen to my stash. And I did also order some Uniball ones. So I'm going to be playing with those to see kind of what I want to use moving forward for a while. I just feel like my Pilot G2 and I needed a very mutual break because I just had a weird batch, I think, but also those 0.38s are not as fine point as these 0.38s. I am sorry. I don't care. That's how I feel about it. But as I've kind of mentioned already, I really hope that you guys enjoyed these videos. Let me know if you completely hate them, and because it's good information and feedback for me to know. But a lot of the reason that I'm doing some Hobonichi plan with me or play with me kind of style videos, and I'm doing different ways, is because I feel like, again, it's just one of those things out there that there's a lot of chatter about, not a lot of content about, and it's just really nice to see someone else using it, because you get this beautiful journal and you don't know what the hell to do with it, and then you just kind of get stuck. So whether you like the video because it gave you some great ideas, or whether you're like, oh my God, I don't want to do that, I hope that it is helpful to you to some capacity. The little Monday lettering is kind of what I was talking about. Again, I definitely need to practice quite a bit more. And I was going to try to hand letter in the same font, Boys Day Out, and that goes wrong so fast. Please pause for this tragedy that's going to occur over here. And like I said, I'm just going to cover it up with a sticker. It's the S that completely jacks me up. What is that? It looks like a weird kidney bean. I don't even know what happened. But I do fix it, and you'll see me kind of flip around there and just try to decide if I want to do an extra page or two. I think after this, I do end up doing like one more quick fill in, maybe. And then I did have some private journaling that I wanted to do on another spread that I did after this. But I hope you found this video super helpful and that you guys are all doing well. And I'm so excited to be able to just kind of bring some different content to the channel and some different style videos. And thank you guys for going along with me as I try some new things. And let me know what you guys think. Like I said, it really does matter to me what you guys think, because that does help me decide on content as a whole, or if I need to change some things up, or all of that. So again, I hope you guys are all well, and I look forward to seeing you guys the next time. And until then, happy planning and creating your own little wonderlands. Bye, everybody.